think there's only 2 Brits that are here, but it does show that the TEA is very much a global association. As David's just said, it's headquartered in America. There's over 1,100 members worldwide, and members are individuals, students, companies, and right up to organisations like Disney and the major theme parks around the world. The TEA is all about the supply side of the industry to the theme park world. In Europe, we have about 180 members, and as David said, I'm the current president of the European and Middle Eastern Division for 2 more weeks, when then Paul at the back of the room here takes over from me for the next 2 years. This programme is something that we've been doing now for 2 years, and we've been doing a mix of going to universities. There's another university we go to in the Netherlands, and that's more a design university, obviously you're a technology university. In the States, there's a lot of affiliations with various universities, Carnegie Mellon, ETC, and SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design, and various others. In Europe, we try to run about 8 or so events a year, either in a university, in a museum, or in a theme park. And the idea is to certainly make a good part of the day formal presentations like today, and then, particularly if we're in a theme park or a museum, is to spend the afternoon going around having a look, and usually that involves looking at new rides, so we're looking at design or looking at something that integrates a new type of technology. And seeing all the virtual reality headsets here, we had an interesting visit to Europa Park in, when was Europa Park? June. And they have patented the concept of using virtual reality headset with a live roller coaster ride. So where they've got a 30-year-old roller coaster that everybody's been on throughout their well, if you're my age, childhood and then up to adulthood, and taking your own children on it. And they wanted to give it another level, and rather than sort of take it out and put in a new roller coaster, they've created a virtual world around the actual ride, so that you put the headset on and you go around the roller coaster, and everything you see in the headset is in real time, completely synchronised to the motion of the roller coaster. It really is excellent, and if you ever go to Europa Park, go and see that. But that's an example of some of the events that we got involved in and set up over the last 12 months. And next year we're working on a programme that will take us to Italy, Germany, France, Netherlands and the UK, and of course here in Spain. Oscar and David are both plugged into what we get up to, so if there's anything that interests you in the theme park, and we will have all the dates published in about a month's time. The idea for doing that is so that, particularly if you're students and you want to book cheap travel, cheap accommodation, and sort of put it into your programme, into your budget, then at least you know well in advance that we're planning those sort of events. So other than saying a big thank you to Oscar and ENTI, I will shut up. Again, apologies for making you all speak and listen in English today. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, thank you very much, David and David, for your speech today. So I'm going to be like really fast, don't worry, because I don't think I'm the one that has to talk a lot today. I just wanted to say welcome to ENTI to everyone. Okay, well, Nokia and Volkswagen, it's written here, because Nokia used to be the king of the world, like 12 years ago, with regard to, mobility technology. The king of the world, everything was, under Nokia's hands. The business model was absolutely different. There was a mobile phone, maybe you remember it, called Engage, Nokia Engage. It was like a hybrid of a console and a mobile phone. And video games there were played with one cartridge that was like maybe 30 euros worth or something. So if you would like to play, you will have to pay 30 euros for the cartridge. It was physical. It will go inside this Nokia phone, okay, which was quite expensive, and then you will be able to play. Okay, 12 years later, and 12 years is nothing. 12 years later, Nokia doesn't exist. No one is going to pay 30 euros for a game that is going to be played inside the cell phone. Even if this game has been produced within 2 years with a budget of 10 millions of euros, it's going to be free. And the business model has changed it completely into something that goes, under the freemium, free-to-play, models, and blah, blah, blah. And you know that, okay? You know that. Only 12 years. Second thing I wanted to say is Volkswagen, you know what has happened with Volkswagen already, right? Which is a pity, because it was like a reference. And I understand that it will continue being a reference, to all of us, but it will take some time because they need to clean up a little bit what has happened inside, which is something big, because they were basically lying to the entire humanity with regard to the engines that they are building, which are supposed to be like top one in the world. Not today, because Toyota just came back to the first position in the world with regard to automobile industry, and at the same time I think that Volkswagen has lost like 2,000 million in 3 months. Okay, but this is the world where we're living now. Okay, it works like that. Like kings disappear. Thank you. Kings disappear in minutes. So I think that we better be sensitive and we adapt. We are really empathetic with the context of what is happening, and we are quite fast when adapting ourselves. So we need a lot of flexibility. And then, thank you. And then I wanted to say that here at ENTI we are supposed, I mean this is like the big keyword, to be talking about video games all the time, video games and video games and video games and video games. But you are starting to know, and some of you know it already, that everything is like getting together to the same place. So video games, it's about game design, and it's about art, and it's about technology, and it's about management, and it's about storytelling. Well, 5 minutes ago, David Lopez, he was like mentioning this SAIC conference, which is what we are doing today, like the regional, local, tiny SAIC conference here in Barcelona. And SAIC stands, for like storytelling and architecture and technology and experience, which means entertainment at the end. Isn't it the same? It's quite similar. So the same people that is thinking about designing video games is the same people that is going to design virtual reality and augmented reality, like stuff, which is going to be presented next, that is being, like inputted, I would say like plugged directly into the themed entertainment industry. Maybe you don't know, but if I'm not wrong, next year they are going to release the first virtual reality theme park. I think it's in US, in Utah, if I'm not wrong. Okay? It's like a whole theme park based in virtual reality. And video games are, like, let's say, daughters and kids, right, and boys come from virtual reality. It's the same thing. So you are there and you need to know. This is your industry, so welcome